Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about digital stenography. Digital stenography is the process of embedding a secret file into a photograph. Any file that you can imagine, a PDF, an Excel, a Word document, a text file, just about any kind of a digital file you want can be embedded in a photograph. What we're going to do today, we're going to show you how to do that. Our photograph will have the embedded file, which will be encrypted with military-grade encryption, which is going to be impossible to break, basically, for your average Joe. Not only can you send this file over the internet to anybody you want, family, friends, or even yourself for that matter, you can use that photograph with the encrypted secret file embedded and store it on your hard drive. For instance, you can take a picture of your dog, and any sensitive information that you've got, you can embed that sensitive information into the photograph, which will be encrypted, and you can just store your sensitive files on your hard drive. So nobody would even think about looking at a photograph for information that you're hiding. One thing that you do have to be a little cautious about is not including huge files and large amounts of information in the photograph, because then somebody with knowledge of what photographs typically consist of size-wise might be able to say, something's fishy here. But a typical file, you know, a few pages of information, passwords, whatever you want to put, is not going to increase the size of the file substantially enough for anybody to have a clue what's going on. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you how to do this. We're going to show you which software to use. I'll have a link right down below that you can click on, and it'll give you more information on the particular software and how it's installed, and it's really cool. So with that, I think we'll stop it right here and get going on this information that will help you. Okay, guys, here's the software we'll be using. It's called Invisible Secrets 2.1. This is the freeware version that's available. There's also a commercial version that's available, but for our intent and purposes, all we're going to need is the freeware. This will be the screen that you see once you get your software installed on your hard drive and click it for the first time. You will immediately go to the Next button, and you'll have two options here. It says, what do you want to do? Encrypt or hide files in a carrier file, or extract and decrypt files from the carrier file. What we're going to do is we're going to encrypt the sensitive information that we have and hide it in the carrier file, which is going to be the photograph. Now the second button down, if you click that, that will be for the person on the other end that you're sending the photograph to. If you're going to send it to your brother or your sister, other end of the country, other end of town, it doesn't make any difference. They will be using this same software, and when they receive the photograph from you in their email, then they will bring up this software, and they will use the second button right here to extract the information. So right now we're going to encrypt and store a carrier file, or a file on the carrier file, which is the photograph. So we'll hit Next, and it says enter the name of the carrier in which you want to encrypt or hide a file. So the carrier again is going to be your photograph. So you will click right here on this folder right here and choose the photograph that you want to use to hide this information. So click there, navigate on your hard drive to the photograph that you're going to use. I've already got this photograph that we're going to use, so we'll click on that and we will go open, and that will tell the software that this is the photograph we're going to use. So then you can you've got the choice of either wiping the carrier file after process, which means it'll wipe it clean off your hard drive, or you can choose to leave it unchecked. For now, we'll leave it unchecked, and we'll hit the next button. Okay, then it's going to ask for the file. It's asking for the file that is sensitive, the sensitive information that you want to hide from someone. So the file that we're going to hide, we're going to find on our hard drive by clicking Add Files. Now, this is the secret message that we are going to hide in this photograph. So we will click on here, we'll click Open, and now everything is set. All we have to do is hit Next, and then we have a password that we're going to have to assign. This is a password that you can't obviously forget, or you won't be able to retrieve this sensitive information in the photograph. And it's a password that your person on the other end, if you're sending it via email, is going to have to know. So somehow between the time you send the photograph with the sensitive information encrypted and encased in the photograph to the receiver, you're going to have a password given to them prior to them receiving the file and trying to open it, or they won't be able to open it with this software, which sounds pretty obvious, and it is. So we will use a password of we'll use a password of password, and you can view or not view this. We'll click for now View, and we'll type in I don't know why it's not giving me, okay, it won't let me go for anymore, so we'll go password 1234. Okay, let's go 1234, and we will hit Next. Down here it's telling you what kind of encryption you're using, and you can pick different kinds, but for our purposes we'll just use this one. And then we'll click Next, and then specify the name of the resulting file. So we're going to type in test photo, and then we are going to click Next, and it says encrypt and hide process is complete. So then we'll go Next, and we will explore the target destination. This will show us what our results are. So basically we have our demo photo here. This is our secret message that we used. We did have an option of deleting these. We did not check the box to delete them. If we would have checked the box to delete them, these two would have been deleted, and the only result left would have been our test file, which is the result, which does include the encrypted information. So that's all there is to it. Now you've got one file here that's called test, and it's a photograph that looks just like any other photograph, and it has encrypted information in it, which is pretty doggone cool. Now, if we were to bring up any viewer, we would see that in this particular directory, Invisible Secrets Demo, we have our original photograph and we have our test photograph. So, and the neat thing about this is, in the details of the photograph, your EXIF data, this is all it's going to show. It's not going to show, there's not going to be any indication at all that there's anything there. And I know that a lot of you would be wondering about that information that's typically included in the file. So this is it. This is all that's in there. It just shows the file size basically in the name and the date that it was created, and that's basically it. So there you go, guys. That's a short video on that, and basically the reverse is true what I should show you next is decrypting of the file. So let's do this. Let's go back to Finish, and if you are on the receiving end of this, or if you have this stored on your hard drive and then you want to extract or decrypt the files from the carrier, you go like that. You click Next, or excuse me, you click Extract, and then you click Next, and specify the name of the carrier for which you want to extract. So we'll go here, and this is the one that we encrypted with special secret information. So we'll choose that file, we'll go open, and then we'll click next, and it says enter the password. So the person that you send it to is going to have to know this password, and if you want the information back on your hard drive, if you store it on your hard drive, you're going to have to remember your password. And of course the password was 1234. 1234. Okay, and we can view it if we want. Then we'll click next, and it says select the destination folder that you want it to go to, and it goes to the program files 86 invisible secrets. Okay, so let's just click next, and it is a done deal. So now we can view the extracted data, and here it is. It's in program files 86 invisible secrets decrypt, and you can choose any location here. It doesn't have to go to the default location. You can put it on your root drive, you can put it in a test or a temporary directory, anything like that. But here's the message, and if you click on it, there it is. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. So there is a short tutorial on how to store sensitive personal information and encrypt it, and then store it on a photograph that nobody will ever be able to see. There you go, guys. Hope that was informative for you, and we'll hit exit, and that's a wrap. We'll see you next time. You make me